On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
The ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Minshew.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A first carry now for Thompson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This one out quickly to Westbrook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Texans 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Chris Thompson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Darius Geis, the ball.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Gain on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Ready up.
They give it here to Thompson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure. pressure and a Jaguar sack. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans nothing.
It's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hand off to Thompson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jacksonville.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's Minshew, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
And there's a familiar sight. J.J. Watt with the sack, and he's absolutely a force of nature when he's on the field. Unfortunately, he's only played more than 8 games once in the last 4 seasons, but when he plays full-time, he ends up being in the running every time for NFL Defensive Player of the Year, an award he's won 3 times in the past.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Now Minshew. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
30-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready, ready. Time over.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught Eifert over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain
A
of
good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The Texans' 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got it complete to Thompson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Ready? 50, play. You're not ready.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Texans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch 36.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Texans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
At the 32-yard line.
Yards to go on second down, and they've got three tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Come on, QB, come on. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. All day, baby, all day.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A fumble on the play.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Again, it's Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, D. Smooth. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Pilot 64, weak.
Check 99.
Out of the gun, Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw again on second down. Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch 36 to Mike. All day, just like that.
Back to throw, Watson. Finding Fouls complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
4-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check.
Hey, watch that.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Switch up, switch up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. I got one. 26. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. All right, T, let's go. All right,
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 22. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check, 55.
Minshew sets to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Number 20.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Wilson made the
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
Check. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. 26. Check 29.
From the gun, here's Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
44, Mike.
Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jabal Sheard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 36. Mike 36. What's the run? They're running it.
Watson off play action. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 45, Texans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
That's 25. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
3rd and long, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here comes Westbrook. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Thompson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. As close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Minshew. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be in. Complete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Washington has scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return, now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Minshew. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first. He gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready. 41 Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Mike 41.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Line 36. Line 36. Hey, let's get that 9 to 9.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Too little, cut. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Set the tone, defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for D.D. Westbrook. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
For D.D. Westbrook. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
Chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Chris Conley. Touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.